Me and my mom would pack up a small Camry car, and we would drive to like, Michigan, and we'll drive to Wisconsin and stuff like that, and I'll go perform for high schools for free.
Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? It is a week.
Do y'all communicate?
I've texted with him recently.
Okay, what'd you say?
Yeah, I was just looking, I've been looking for him.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah.
Trying to slut him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Not Taraji P Henson going off on Bryshere Gray for embarrassing the cast on Empire. Bryshere has been doing the absolute most on Elon Musk's X recently, and at this point, people are not sure if he is wilding out over there because he genuinely wants to do adult content, or this is just a manifestation of his deteriorating mental health. Taraji was basically like Bryshere's second mother when they were on Empire, so she got to see his decline in real time. And the worst part is, she really couldn't do much about it because allegedly, his mama was also in on it when these creepy industry men were taking turns with his fragile cakes. Now, before they even got Bryshere, we already had other industry whistleblowers like Dave Chappelle and Katt Williams telling us the crazy things the industry does to young men just so they can have a chance in Hollywood. And unfortunately, Bryshere fit right in that box. He was a 17-year-old who had just gotten his big break from being on one of the biggest TV shows at the time. Not only that, he was actively seeking mentorship. That's when his manager Charlie Mack introduced him to Will and Diddy for a mentorship. But as we all know, that didn't go anywhere. And according to reports, by the time Taraji and the other castmates clocked what was going on, Bryshere was already too far gone.
I've texted with him recently.
Okay, what'd you say?
Yeah, I was just looking, I've been looking for him.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, that was my brother for 5 years, and I didn't take that lightly. I don't take brotherhood, lightly because I'm so close to my blood brothers, so I see what my brother is going through, and I have consistently reached out to make sure that he knows that he's got a place, and reached out to family and stuff like that. But I also think that I've been through my own troubles,
right?
And I've seen people go on and talk about me and my troubles when I would rather that they didn't. And so what I will say about him is that I love that brother, and I think that he has a beautiful heart, and I think that we all go through stuff, and I'm just wishing him the best, and I'm here, and he knows that. What I know for sure is that he knows that I'm here if he needs anything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is...
You see, during Katt Williams' appearance on Club Shay Shay, he spilled all the tea about how young men like Bryshere get turned out in the industry. And the reason he knew the details of this depraved act is because he was almost a victim of it himself. He said he received unwanted advances from Harvey Weinstein, and even had to reject a $50 million offer from Diddy 4 times just to protect his hole.
$50 million 4 times. 4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know.
Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
Come on.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get
I told him no. What y'all do?
And when all these failed, they attempted to turn him out once again. So apparently, the producers of Friday After Next, which included Ice Cube, wanted Katt to film a scene where he'll get SA'd by Terry Crews because they thought it would be funny. Katt straight up refused to do it unless the scene was either scrapped or changed.
The matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
Right.
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves and is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? I wrote it. What I'm saying if I did it and I did a good job at it, you can thank me. I was involved.
Right.
I'm not gonna come later on and tell you, I never even read the whole script. So how you know what roles? What? What do you mean you never read the these guys' whole job is to present something, unfortunately. And I'm just not a presenter. If you ask me a question, I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
And as I said earlier, Dave Chappelle also had his own share of this, but his was so extreme that he had to run off to South Africa just so industry handlers wouldn't get a hold of him and take him. Dave revealed during a 2006 interview with Oprah that they tried to turn him out by making him wear a dress, but he turned it down. Now you'd think this would be the end of it, right? Well, he claims that he later received a $50 million deal from Comedy Central, which he turned down because it contained some crazy things he didn't want to do. But what guess? They were so pissed about this that they allegedly threatened his life. And because of this, he had to run off to South Africa to lay low. But while he was there, the media started pushing the narrative that he's crazy, so that when he comes out to tell his story, no one will believe him.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress.
Did y'all see how nervous Oprah looked when Dave started talking? Rewind it if you didn't. Sis was shaking. Anyway, people believe that this is also what happened with Bryshere when he got into that alleged mentorship with Diddy and Will. Just like Dave said, these things happen right when celebrities are supposed to cross over to the next stage of their careers. And that's exactly where Bryshere was. But after that, he went downhill. He was drowning in hard substances and even landed himself in a bunch of legal troubles. In July 2020, he was arrested for alleged allegedly strangling his wife unconscious during an hours-long assault at their home. She escaped, flagged help at a Circle K. When police pulled up to his house to arrest him, he refused to come out, leading to a 9-hour SWAT standoff. He was eventually arrested and charged with felony aggravated assault, misdemeanor domestic assault, and disorderly conduct, but it didn't stop there. He was arrested again in 2022 for probation violation after failing to notify officers of new domestic incidents. A woman alleged he threw food at her, pulled her hair, and put his hands in her. Then fast forward to last year. He was arrested and charged with misdemeanor assault and battery in Chesapeake, Virginia, after allegedly attacking his friend and OF collaborator, Dustin Chosen Wilkins, at a Homewood Suites hotel. He turned himself in, but luckily for him, Dustin dropped the charges. I know, that was a lot to digest. Mind you, I had to skip over some arrests. That's how messed up he is. Now, when the comments about Taraji allegedly slamming Bryshere for letting himself get used and tossed around, people started digging to see if other people have spoken about Bryshere's issues. And girl, they did. In fact, even Terrence Howard threw a little shade at Bryshere in an interview he did a few months ago. Listen to this, y'all.
When you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, Jaguar Wright also stepped in to expose major details about how Bryshere's mother allegedly watched industry men play with her son inappropriately for some money. Apparently, his mom came to her for help on how she could free Bryshere from the supposed mentorship.
Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your pussy and then I'ma go to work North Philly style, bitch. Fuck you. And Charlie. Happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You
And just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, Will's former best friend Bilal appeared in an interview with Tasha and confirmed everything. He revealed that one time when he was alone with Bryshere in Chicago, Bryshere broke down and told him what Will to Diddy allegedly did to her.
I robbed in Chicago for Empire. It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen.
Apparently, Bryshere actually tried coming for Will, Jada, and Diddy with a $50 million lawsuit. But from what it looks like, it got stopped before it could even be filed. Not only that, now, as for Bryshere, he opened up about what really happened for the first time. And he seemingly confirmed everything we have already been hearing.
I went to his party. I was with Johnny Blaze.
Your mama tried to lie and say she was there. She wasn't even there. Covering up for Charlie covering up for this stuff because he covering up for all his
See how I get stuck in this shit though, and it carries with me all these bad shits.
That's because you didn't know. They made you to that and then try to make you. That's why they don't want you in the country. They want you to look crazy so you don't have nothing that you can't. Because so people won't believe you. But everybody already knows something ain't right. I'm gonna send you this thing from the Impressive channel, and she was talking about what Tasha K interview is. I don't know if you want to look at
like thug wise is who? Charlie. That keeps him that thug. Cause you know they got locked up together in Philly before.
But
you see that mugshot?
But Charlie be acting like he didn't put Bilal there, and like Bilal playing like they trying to create confusion. It's just weird to me because
Bilal's the type of nigga.
He'll do anything because he getting paid. He'll say anything. And
He been around you, so he know everything. He's seen it.
He tried to black. What's amazing is that Bilal going on here, Tasha K and TMZ talking about.
She just hit me up.
I know. Do you want me to do the interview for you? Do you want me to not say everything but give like to say it like that it's not coming for you, but more like, well, with me and Bryshere spilled, and I know he going.
Now, as for Taraji, people were not here for her comments about Bryshere at all, because at the end of the day, he is the real victim, and making him think he's hated or he's embarrassing anyone because he's doing OF is only going to make him move further and further away. My heart breaks for this young man. He had no idea what was coming his way. I pray he can overcome all of this. Another person said, "You mean to tell me Taraji had some information on him and held it until now? And this boy's life has been messed up by many. This is messed up. He needs another chance for his acting and singing career, and all involved need to be checked." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think Taraji meant when she allegedly said she hated Bryshere? And do you think he was really sold off by his mom? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.